You must be the famous Father Brown.
There must be many Father Browns in the church.
Yet I suspect you're one of a kind. We're aware of your particular talents. Who were your instructions from the highest authority? You will face excommunication for this.
I want to thank you for 10 seasons of this wonderful, gentle murder mysteries and the humanity lessons that your character gives us. It's just a delight to watch. It's one of my favorite shows.
Thanks, Anne.
In terms of the British village mysteries, which seems to be a genre unto itself, and with a lot of religious people involved, might I add,
Yeah.
It never gets old. Why is it that they can constantly come up with ideas for this very specific kind of world?
I think it's because it ends in resolution. So you set the problem, but by the end of the program, you've got a solution, and you've also seen how that solution's worked its way out. I think it's very, very satisfying, you know.
Yes, and safe.
And safe. Yeah, it's going to be okay.
Red in, black in, red out. He's got the painting. Oh no. It's gonna blow! Get down!
Thank you, Inspector.
One of these days. The painting?
The writers provide you with words and actions and the character, but you must know Father Brown so well by now. Do you feel free to make suggestions?
I've always made, I've suggested quite a lot of storylines, really. So,
oh my word!
I do, or rather, I suggest settings. I say things like the nutshell studies of unexplained death. That was a suggestion of mine, and we're just doing a suggestion this season, which was about a dance competition. Yeah, I come up with ideas.
That's good. That's good. A lot of actors say, "Oh no, I wouldn't dare," but I like that spirit, and
the other thing is that we have lots and lots of different writers, so invariably they have the voice in their head of Father Brown is not necessarily what I would do. So I am sort of custodian of his language. So I will kind of elaborate or simplify according to what makes sense when we were filming. Because I think possibly people think that once you could get to film, once you're in this on set, that it's all a fait accompli, but it's not at all. There's always various kind of things that don't quite work or would be improved because of where you are,
right?
The geography, you know, especially with murder mystery and stuff, because you know it says in the script he comes through the so and so door and walks across the, and maybe we can't do that, you know. He's got to come through the window.
That I want to see. Do you think about, I mean, I know he's G.K. Chesterton's character, but do you think about what shaped him?
I think Chesterton's interesting. Yes. I mean, sure, there was kind of a desire, evangelical desire on Chesterton's part. Chesterton wanted to change the world, or rather he wanted the world to be a better place. So there is certainly that. But I also think that Chesterton had an enormous sense of humour, and what appealed to him, particularly when you read the first story, is that this is an insignificant person who is unfashionably faithful, who is the solution to the problem. And actually, when you read the first story, the Blue Cross, Valentine, who was the hero policeman, square cut, you know, jaw led muscle policeman.
I've never heard that before. John Ladd, yes.
I don't know, I just made it up, I'm sorry.
That's good, I like it.
he is to be the hero as he, you know, as he conforms to type, but he's not. And that's just over. I think one of the things we do that I'm very proud of is that I think we are very faithful to Chesterton's sense of humour. And I think, and I'm not a big, I don't do this kind of thing often, but project, but I think Chesterton would like the fact that there is humour in it, and that Father Brown can be and is amused. I think it's vital.
Yeah, and that may be what makes it different from some other series. What does make it different from other series?
Well, I think yeah. I mean, I did a scene yesterday where somebody's confessing and to something, and within that she says something that is funny to him, you know, because it's not a huge laugh out loud, but he acknowledges the fact that what she said is ironic within the situation we've just seen, and that's amusing. Why wouldn't it be, and why would you not register it?
Yeah,
seems to me
exactly.
You know, the whole thing about method acting and reality and stuff, actually half the time we watch method acting, it's not reality. It's an imposition of a single point of view, whereas actually people aren't like that, you know. We flicker. Help me then, anyway.
Yes, you just made me think of a short story by D.H. Lawrence, and he's at a convent and his wife is dead and laid out on the thing, and the nuns are all around. They all burst out laughing.
Yeah,
That's real.
Precisely so.
Yeah.
I mean, that's within us if we got any mind.
Dear Father, I may be known as the King of Thieves, but uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. There is reason to believe I am in mortal danger. I send this key in the hope that you will do me the honour of looking after it. I pray to God that it and I may be safely delivered. In haste, F.
Inspector, would you indulge me for a moment, please?
Unfortunately, that is a compelling motive for murder.
Now, Anglophiles like me are fascinated by the idea of the village because there's democracy, there's classism, friendships, rivalries. There's like just a stew of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And I wonder if people have made a great migration to the cities in Britain, or if villages are still thriving the way they did.
Well, I mean, there are lots of non-villages where there's no church, operating church, no shop, no school. You know, they're kind of just little dormitories. But I think you can find plenty of villages in cities. I mean, the dynamic is thriving, I think.
Yes, that's great. And finally, I just want to say that G.K. Chesterton must be getting such a giggle out of having this global credit on TV.
Yeah,
every week.
Yeah, ha. When you hear, there's only very few recordings of Chesterton, but when you hear him, he laughs at his own jokes, which is, and it's like, I
have to look it up. That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Mark. What a delight. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Would I be allowed to join in your investigations?
First and foremost, the parish secretary must have a tidy, efficient and organised mind.
Oh, I like to think my organised, tidy and efficient mind is a particular strength.
Excellent.